What is up, people? It is me, Monster58. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Previously, we ended up exploring the power plant right outside of Rock Tunnel, and we ended up catching the legendary bird Pokemon known as Zapdos, the second of the trio of legendary bird Pokemon that we will be encountering throughout this adventure. And the third Pokemon to encounter is really not that far off, really, like, genuinely. Probably within the next episode or two, we'll be encountering that Pokemon and definitely taking it on. But in this episode, we're very simply going to be taking on the Viridian City Gym, and we'll be going further from there, so hope you guys look forward to that. So without further ado, as we stated in the last episode, 2 episodes ago, ended up being that Trace told us that he didn't know who the leader of the Viridian City Gym was, and none of us really knew, and it was pretty much shrouded in mystery on who the Viridian City Gym leader was. And so, what we're going to do is we're going to head to the Viridian City Gym now and take it on to see if the Viridian City Gym leader has finally arrived. So, ooh, look, it's Trace. Huh? Why is the door locked? Open sesame. Yeah, I guess that isn't gonna work. Man. Oh, hey, Nick. Sheesh. Say something if you're standing there. Watch me all act embarrassing like that. Well, never mind that. So, how many gym badges you got these days? So 7? Then it looks like we're even. And all that's left now is the Viridian City Gym. Same for you, right? But this place is never open. Guess we gotta tell someone that we haven't been able to get into the gym. But who should we talk to? Professor Oak? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Let's go see if he knows anything. Oh, if it isn't Nick and Trace! You two are both looking a lot more grown-up than the last time I saw you. And you have impeccable timing as usual. Let me introduce you. This is my grandson. What was his name now? Gramps, no one ever laughs at that joke. Would you give it a break? And besides, we've already met. My own grandson. You're no fun. Yeah, sure, Gramps. More importantly than that, though. Nick, Trace, you two did awesome. Huh? With Team Rocket. I never thought that their boss would actually be holed up there at Silphco. And the two of you managed to take him down. No, it wasn't me. Nick beat Giovanni all by himself. All I did was help out a bit. So what, you and your Pokemon did your best too, right, Trace? So I got a little something for you two as a reward for your hard work. You got a keystone from Blue. Ooh, isn't that a keystone? A stone that can trigger an evolution that transcends all other evolutions. Mega Evolution. Mega Evolution? What's that? If you have both a keystone and the right Mega Stone, you can make a Pokemon Mega Evolve in battle. Just one time per battle, though. Pokemon will get all powered up to battle hard for you. Mega Evolution is the proof of the strong bond between your Pokemon and its trainer. A brief poem, if I may. When 2 stones are held, when 2 hearts become as one, we Mega Evolve. The 2 of you should be able to use these well. These are Mega Stones. You got a Venusaurite, a Charizardite X, Charizardite Y, and a Blastoiseite. You're gonna take on the Pokemon League, aren't you? Give these a try when you do. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a Blastoise, a Charizard, and a Charizard or a Venusaur on our team, but at the end of the day, yes, this is sort of the mechanic I've been sort of avoiding to talk about, Mega Evolution. And this has been brought up in recent years, especially now in 2025 with Legend ZA making new Mega Evolutions. And so, we now have access to a... Where Pikachu's head? Oh, if it isn't Pikachu. You want to know what I'm doing? I'm picking flowers. I'm going to make a bouquet for someone very important. But it's a secret. You won't tell anyone, right, Nick? Oh, that's right. The Viridian City Gym leader came back to the gym at last. That's what people are saying. You should head off to Viridian City. Alright, that's some good news. But yeah, that's the mechanic I've been avoiding. Yes, Mega Evolution, very simply, as Professor Oak explained, you only get 1 Mega Evolution per battle, but it powers up a Pokemon, whether it's changing their typing, their stats, it can do a multitude of different things, and it's by far, in a way, the most popular gimmick that they've done in in Pokemon, period. There has been no other re-requested gimmick other than Mega Evolution. And, well, they've sort of done that with the new Legends ZA Pokemon game. And so that's really cool to see. And so I'm very, very happy that that's the case now. So, as we heard from the little girl in town, the Viridian City Gym Leader has now returned, and what I'm going to say here is, I'm going to tell you right ahead of time, the gym leader, the Pokemon that you're going to be facing are mainly ground-type Pokemon, and so we're going to flip Betsy to the front here, and we are going to head in. So, very, very nice you're able to stall out for the Viridian City Gym Leader to come here. We're going to save real quick, too, just to be safe, and we should be good. I don't know what the other restrictions are for entering this gym, but I think we're good. Yo, champ in the making. Even I don't know who the Viridian City Gym Leader is, but one thing's certain. You're qualified to challenge the Gym Leader because you have 7 badges. This Gym Leader will be stronger than any other trainers you've faced. Also, I heard that the trainers here are users of Ground-type Pokemon. Yep, as I mentioned previously. But, we have these very, you know, like the moving platforms that we had before, like in the Team Rocket base and stuff like that. So, we're going to take these. Probably just going to take on as many people as we can. Your Pokemon will cower at the crack of my... That's not... I don't like that. That... Yeah, okay. Nidorino, it's not ground. It will evolve into a ground-type Pokemon. Speaking of Nidorino and its evolution Nidoking, I believe it was like data mined or something like that, or maybe concept art was leaked of essentially, in Pokemon Sword and Shield, that they were planning to give Nidoking a Gigantamax form, which would have been so cool, because out of the Pokemon in Generation 1, Nidoking I think is my favorite, up there with Zapdos, really. So it's a real shame they didn't go through with that, because I would have loved to see what the final design would have looked like. If I can find the evidence of what they were talking about online, I'll throw it up on screen right now, but that's something that's certainly a shame. Alright, that guy was easy though. Ground types are pretty easy for our team to take on, they're not too worried about that. Tamer Cole, that was certainly a line that you could have started with, that's for sure. Yeah, go up like this, I think we're good to go, yep. Okay. Okay, we're gonna take on this guy, this fella. The Viridian City Gym was closed for a long time, but now our gym leader is back. Alrighty, we still don't know who it is. Sorry about that, I took a drink of my Sprite, so... There's the Nidoking, though. Alright, let's get rid of this. And I'll say, an issue with Nidoking in this game, you don't get abilities, and so you don't get a benefit from Nidoking's really cool ability, which is Sheer Force. For those of you... I did not mean to use Stomp, I would press down, but if you don't know what Sheer Force does, it essentially... Oh, actually, that works. Sheer Force will remove the possibility of a move having a secondary effect in turn for dealing extra damage. So, for example, Flamethrower could burn. Well, it doesn't have a chance to burn anymore, but it has its power increased by a certain percentage. Same thing with, like, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt. So, surprisingly, Nidoking is actually a really good special attacker because it gets access to Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Earth Power, Sludge Bomb. There's a lot of access to moves that Pokemon has, which is pretty damn good. I know that this is going to head me down, and then there's going to be a trainer I'm going to take on, but I kind of want to take on the trainer for the extra XP. Now, if you're wondering about the levels of the Gym Leader here, the highest level Pokemon that the Gym Leader has is level 50, and so we are over-leveled for it, but it's something I can't really help unless I keep swapping out team members. So I certainly apologize for making the gym battle feel, I guess, was it a walk in the park? But at the end of the day, the fact that the gym leader is ground type mainly, if you've got a water or grass type, I mean, this is going to be an easy fight anyway. Boom. Earthquake didn't really hurt all that much, so I'll go with that. I do find it funny when they gave Dugtrio and Diglett new forms, their Alolan forms, that they were just, let's give them hair. They look so funny. Ugh. Yes, they are goofy Pokemon, aren't they? So, doesn't really shock me in that way, but... Alright, Ace Trainer Yuji is now taken down. Got rid of his Pokemon relatively quickly. Got an item here, though. Very rare that we find an item in the gym. So, nice to get a revive, though. You can never complain about extra free healing items, right? Alright, we'll head this way. And instead of heading there, I think it's this way. Got a couple of trainers up here. Got another Ace Trainer right here. Shouldn't be too bad. A truly strong trainer wins with style. Well, a truly strong trainer just wins. I would disagree with wins with style, just wins. Nidoqueen, okay. If you don't remember, by the way, Nidoking is certainly the more offensive of the two. Nidoqueen is the much more defensive of the two. Alright, go Crab Hammer here, and Shaboom. Very simple, not a hard battle. As you can tell, by the way, if you're going to be encountering Nidoking and Nidoqueen in here relatively often, having a Psychic type like my Mr. Mime also doesn't hurt. Also, just another ground type also, because poison types are weak to ground, so having something like a Golem, Rhyhorn, Rhydon, that'd be really good to have here. Oh, I went the wrong... I went the wrong way, alright. Head back this way. We'll just... Oh no, it was so pointless to go this way. That was like literally pointless to go that way. I don't know why I thought that was any different. Maybe just because I'm tired. I was an idiot and didn't fall asleep until like mega late last night. I hate my life for it. Oh yeah, we'll just head this way and we can head in here and take on these two trainers. Got this fighter. I'm the Karate King. Your fate rests with me. Alrighty, buddy. Black Belt Takahashi. What do you got, man? Got a Graveler. I expected you to have a Golem, but whatever. Still find that funny with Kingler and Krabby. Also, I find it funny in the anime how, like, they make it so that Krabby says, and then when they have it for Kingler, it's just the same thing, but just deeper. I will also tell you guys something unfortunate. None of my Pokemon can Mega Evolve. That is one thing that I probably should have taken into account more when we were doing this. But none of my Pokemon can Mega Evolve. One Pokemon I'm really sad that hasn't gotten a Mega Evolution is Arcanine. I think Arcanine would be a Pokemon that would benefit a lot from Mega Evolution. It would just be really cool. Like, I think that they could go crazy with the design and everything like that. Alright. No, I'm not trying to talk to... Whatever, we'll just do this. There, now he noticed. Okay. Pokemon and I, we make wonderful music together. Yeah, you have a way more welcoming tone than the other dude over there. You're your friend over there. Hey, he's got one Pokemon as well. What has he got? He's got Sandslash. This will be easy. I really like Sandslash. I really do. It's just a shame on how kind of useless it is. Yeah, that's the only shame here. And kaboom. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Not bad at all. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go heal, I think. Because I think that this is the end of the, where the gym. So what we're going to do is we're going to go this way. And I'm not going to go... Haha! Well, you guys already can see it. Lo and behold, look who the gym leader of Viridian City Gym is. So guys, like I told you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go heal real quick. And we're going to meet the Team Rocket boss Giovanni for one final battle. Alrighty, as we head back in, I'm actually going to cut back in here. We also switched our outfit. Switched it back to the bog standard outfit that we had right at the beginning, the default one. And we also just switched Pikachu's to also basically have the same thing. So, just going to give him the hat instead of the hat and the clothes. So, alrighty. Well, folks, we know who we're facing. I'm going to save real quick. As you can see, we've collected all 7 gym badges except for one. Oh, all gym badges except for one, excuse me. Time to take on the last one. Wahaha! Welcome to my hideout. It shall be so until I can restore Team Rocket to its former glory. But you have found me again, so be it. This time, I'm not holding back. Once more, then. You shall face Giovanni, the greatest trainer. Alrighty, for our final battle with the Team Rocket boss, known as Giovanni, it's the gym leader, Giovanni. Alrighty, he's gonna lead off with Dugtree, a level 49 ground type with Slash, Sucker Punch, and Earthquake. Not really anything to worry about here. But yes, I believe that the main reason that Giovanni ends up fronting as a gym leader is a way to dissuade people from looking at him as the Team Rocket boss. That's like his cover, right? If I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong with that. I'll do some research probably off camera. But that's how I've understood it over the years. So, Dugtrio's down. Hit me with an Earthquake, but that's nothing to worry about. Alrighty, what's his next Pokemon? Next Pokemon is Nidoking. We're actually going to switch out here. We're going to switch into Misty. Alrighty, Nidoking, level 49, Poison Ground type with Mega Horn, Earthquake, Poison Jab, and Horn Drill. This Pokemon can be pretty scary. It hits like a truck, but because Mr. Mime outspeeds this guy by a gazillion miles an hour, it's nothing to worry about here. So we're just going to hit him with a Psychic and it'll die. Alright, Misty, bam! Alright, Nidoking very easily taken down. Next, we have Rhydon, his ace. So, let's switch back into... Let's see here. Alright, so Rhydon is level 50, ground rock type with Earthquake, Rock Slide, and Mega Horn. It would have been nice for this thing to have something else. But yeah, I'll say it's still, even though it has 3 moves, it'll still hit like a truck. It's Rhydon, got a lot of physical attack, got a lot of physical defense, but at the end of the day, when you hit it with something like this, it'll die instantly. Even though it's visible. The quad weakness, it will kill it there. So, ace down. Despite being the final gym leader, he's kind of underwhelming because his typing is so predictably easy to kill. So, alright, his final Pokemon, Nidoqueen, Poison Ground type, level 49 with Super Fang, Earthquake, and Crunch. Honestly, this thing scares me a little more with Super Fang. Super Fang will have your health of your current HP. Okay, that sucks. Come on. But it will have your current HP, so that can always be annoying. But Crabhammer should finish it off, and Nidoqueen is now down. And that is it, guys. We have taken on 8 gyms. We have now beaten all 8 gym leaders of the Kanto region. You beat Gym Leader Giovanni. That was truly an intense fight. Yet again, I am defeated. As proof of your victory, here is your Earth Badge. Surprised he gave it to us. You got an Earth Badge from Giovanni. An Earth Badge makes all Pokemon obey you, regardless of how high the level is, or who originally caught them. It is proof of your mastery as a Pokemon trainer. With it, you can challenge the Pokemon League. In this TM, a gift for a trainer who dares take on the challenge of the Pokemon League. You got TM41 Earthquake from Giovanni, one of the craziest TMs that you can just get, and I'm definitely teaching that, I think, to Snorlax. Earthquake is by far, without a doubt, one of the best moves ever introduced into Pokemon, period. It is a 90 power, 100% accurate ground type move that not only hits your opponent, but will also hit all the Pokemon on the field. It is, again, by far one of the best Pokemon moves ever introduced, which is why in the earlier games it was so hard to come by because it was so damn good, and why Pokemon that learned Earthquake by level up were so well coveted because it prevented you from having to use the Earthquake TM on them. TM41 contains Earthquake. It's a powerful attack that causes a massive tremor to deal damage to opponents. I made it a very long time ago, back when I ran this gym, far too long ago. I can't face my followers after being defeated like this. Team Rocket is, as of today, Team Rocket is finished. As for myself, I shall dedicate my life to Pokemon training again. Let us meet again someday. Farewell. So yes, because of a 10-year-old little idiot, Team Rocket, this big criminal mafia organization, has now officially been disbanded. So, with that, folks, we have taken on the Viridian City Gym. So let's head back outside and see if Trace is there. I'm curious. I can't exactly remember if he was out there after the gym battle. I assume he is, but let's take a look. Blue, congrats, kid. Boy, though, what a shock. I never thought a criminal would use a Pokemon gym as their hideout. That's it. I've decided. I'll look after the Viridian City Gym from now on. I don't really like to get tied down, so I've always said no when they ask about it, but I'm finally ready. I'll be the gym leader from now on. I want to battle him. Huh, I mean, sure, but I think you've got a bigger challenge to face right now. So then, Nick, time for you to take on the Pokemon League. Just keep going along Route 22 to the west of here, and you won't miss it. The Elite Four are tough opponents, but don't you dare lose. So yes, if you've ever played Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which takes place after, you know, technically Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee takes place after Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Green. Yes, what ends up happening is that Blue ends up becoming the gym leader, and so if you fight him in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Gold, Silver, Crystal, you will end up fighting Blue here instead of Giovanni, and Blue is kind of a jack of all trades. So when you fight him, there's no specific type for his gym, it's just good Pokemon. So it's kind of like a champion battle. Alrighty. But like I said, guys, we have taken on the Viridian City Gym, and Blue has given us our next objective. We have gotten all 8 badges, which is absolutely amazing that we're already this far in the series. But we've gotten all 8 badges we've gotten all 8 badges to now finally be able to challenge the Pokemon League. And so next time on Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, we'll be making our way out towards Route 22 to make our way towards the Pokemon League to be able to take them on. So hope you guys look forward to that. So I thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, rate, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends, and also follow me on the socials. Those will be linked in the description below. And with that, guys, once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this episode, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.
High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create.